So just taking a nice deep inhale through the nose. And a big sigh to exhale. Giving the hips a nice little wiggle side to side, releasing through the hip flexors, through the back. Just rolling the shoulders, maybe shaking the head, yes and no. Whatever feels good, whatever allows your body to settle and soften. Taking a nice deep inhale. And a big sigh to exhale. And one more here, deep breath in. And then as you exhale, I invite you to allow the eyes to close. Start to focus your energy inwards and start to be aware of how you're feeling today. Start to notice any tight spaces or any places that feel a little bit tender right now. Allow yourself to ease into these spaces, bringing more attention and awareness, and allow it to soften. On your next inhale, taking both arms nice and high, but the head eye line up towards the fingertips. As you exhale, we're going to reach your fingertips nice and wide in a big circle, reaching behind the sit bones, and then slowly shift your weight into the hands. Tuck the chin into the chest and roll through the spine, tucking the tailbone under. Inhale to push the weight back into the sit bones. Inhale to lift all the way back up to the top. Maybe you lift that a little bit higher this time. Exhale, fingertips circle round behind you, curving through the spine as we warm up through the whole body. Inhale to lift. Fingertips high, opening through the heart center, through the chest. Exhale all the way back. Curving into the spine, rocking back through the pelvis. Maybe you want to take this a little bit slower or maybe a little bit faster. Just listen to how your body wants to move today and just take it from there. One more time here. Taking that inhale to lift all the way up, holding at the top. Think of lifting the rib cage away from the pelvis, creating space for the lungs to drop even deeper. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Bringing the hands underneath the shoulders as we gently come into our tabletop, finding our cat-cow, arching and curving through the spine as we start to open up the chest. Exhale as we tuck the tailbone and curve through the spine. Inhale to roll the shoulders. Think of the heart lifting forwards. Exhale to tuck the tailbone and round through the upper body. Inhale to open. Exhale to curve. Inhale to lift. Maybe you want to start to take this side to side, forwards and back, however feels good for your body. Start to take a moment for yourself and explore whatever it is that you are needing. Remember, this does not have to look like yoga. I just want it to feel good for yourself and your body today, whatever it is that you're needing. When you're ready, slowly coming back to your neutral spine. Think about lifting your belly button up towards the core. Tuck the tailbone, tuck the toes under, and shift your tailbone back towards the heels as you slowly lift up into your downward dog. Heels reaching towards the earth as your sit bones lift high towards the sky. Maybe you start to pad through the feet right and left. Or maybe you start to shake the hips or shake the head, whatever it is that you're needing from this right now. Just take a moment to listen and move to how you're feeling. When you're ready, slowly bringing the big toes to touch as you squeeze the inner thighs nice and tight. Taking a nice deep breath in as you lift the heels high off the floor. Exhale as you bend the knees and shift the weight back to the feet. Inhale to ripple through the spine, finding your strong plank position. Squeezing the belly button up that little bit higher. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Soften the knees to the mat. Slowly exhale as you bring the chest all the way to the earth, releasing the feet at the bottom. We're going to slide the elbows forwards as we lift into our half cobra. Think of the tops of the feet pressing down and the glutes squeezing towards each other to lift the thigh bones off the floor. Taking that deep inhale, lift the heart a little bit higher. Exhale to roll all the way back down, sliding the hands underneath the shoulders. Press into the hands as you lift into that full cobra, really squeezing the glutes and lifting the thigh bones even further now. Maybe you want to take a little shake as you look back towards the feet, finding that soft breath through the body. Breathing here for 3, for 2, in 1. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, roll all the way down through the spine. Tuck the toes and press back to your tabletop position. Shifting back through your child's pose and all the way up into your downward dog. Again, start to pad through the feet right and left. Finding the stretch through the heels, through the calves and the ankles. And when you're ready, slowly start to walk your feet forwards towards the hands, coming into your forward fold position just at the top of your mat. Think of your big toes drawing together and then a small little gap between the heels, just so the sides of the feet are parallel to the sides of the mat. Taking a deep inhale, hands to the shins, finding that halfway lift into your flat back. Exhale, forward fold, hands to the earth, softening through the knees. Pushing the ground away as you roll all the way up through the spine. Inhale, hands high above the head. Exhale, hands down to heart center. All the way down by the sides of the body, finding that mountain pose as we roll the shoulders, opening the chest a little bit higher. Spreading the toes wide and the fingers as wide as the toes. Start to shift your weight forwards just into the balls of the feet. Taking this time to focus on the breath, I want you to start to think about your midline right now. The drop of the tailbone and the lift of your belly button as that core pulls the inner thighs all the way up. Maybe you start to shift your weight even further forward as you lift the heels high off the ground, focusing on that balance, on that control, finding that soft breath that moves through the whole body here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Lovely, guys. In 3, in 2, in 1. Slowly lower the heels. Inhale, arms high above the head. Palms together, hands through heart center as you find that forward fold all the way to the earth. Hands to the earth as you step back right and left, finding your plank position. Exhale, option knees to floor or forward chaturanga, chest to floor. Inhale to your cobra. Exhale, we're going to lift our belly button all the way up and back, finding that downward dog, hips high, heels heavy. Again, give the hips a little shake or the feet a little pad here, taking that moment to breathe and soften the breath. When you're ready, bring the big toes to touch, squeeze the inner thighs nice and tight. We're going to take a nice big step with that right foot between the hands, finding our nice big lunge as we lower that left knee, untuck the left toes. Inhale, both arms high, allowing the hips to drop forwards. Option here, if you need to, bring the hands to the thighs to find that lift. If you want to take it even further, maybe you take that little back bend, opening up the chest, breathing into the space for 3, for 2, for 1. Bring both hands on the inside of the right foot, tuck the left toes, and lift that left thigh up. We're going to slowly lower that left heel towards the ground, coming into your warrior stance with the legs. Taking the right hand towards the ankle or the calf, we're slowly going to peel that left arm all the way up, opening through the chest. Maybe the eye line comes up to that left thumb. Maybe see if we can drop those hips down a little bit further. Think of squeezing the glutes together and opening up the hips to the side of the mat. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Inhale, lifting all the way up into your warrior 2. Eye line to the front fingertips. Roll the shoulders. Maybe you drop a little bit deeper into that front leg. Finding that breath here. I want you to think of the back heel pressing into the ground and bending into the front knee. In through the nose, out through the mouth for 3, for 2. Lovely. For 1, flip the front palm. Inhale, exhale, extend forwards. Inhale, lift all the way up and back into that reverse warrior. Finding that bend in that front knee deepens a little bit more, breathing through the body. When you're ready, lifting all the way back to that warrior 2. Taking your right elbow towards the right knee, left arm overhead. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Left hand, right hand towards the earth. Stepping back, finding your plank position. Option 4, chaturanga, or knees to floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lifting the hips, untuck the toes. Give the feet a little pat, right and left. Lovely, guys. Big toes to touch. Squeeze the inner thighs. Left foot steps forwards. Nice big lunge. Right knee to the ground. Untuck the right toes. Inhale, both arms high. Option, hands towards the thigh if that feels better. Taking a deep inhale. Exhale as you open up the chest. Deepen into that stretch. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Exhale, both hands on the inside of the left foot. Tuck the right toes. Lift the right thigh. We're going to drop that right heel down, opening up into our warrior stance with the legs. Left hand grabs hold of the left ankle or the left shin, wherever feels most comfortable. When you're ready, that right arm is going to peel all the way up, stacking the shoulders one on top of the other, opening through the chest. Eye line towards that right thumb as we draw the shoulders down the spine, opening up the chest. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Lifting up into that warrior 2. Now I want you to think about that back hip pulling underneath that shoulder. So we're square through the upper body. Shoulder blades pulling into the back. Breathing here for 3, for 2. Lovely, guys. For 1, flip the front palm, reach forwards. Exhale into that reverse warrior. Lifting the heart, bending into that front knee. Breathing 3, in 2, in 1. Left elbow towards that left knee. Right arm extends all the way up into that side angle. Maybe you see if you can drop the hips a little bit further. Lovely, guys. Breathing 3, breathing 2, breathing 1. Right, then left. Frame that front foot. Step back, find your plank. Exhale, chaturanga, or knees to floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Bring the big toes to touch. Squeeze the inner thighs nice and tight. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, ripple forwards. Find that plank. Chaturanga, chest to floor. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Keeping the feet wide as the hips. Inhale, heels high. Exhale, bend the knees. Find that little spring in the legs. We're going to take our eye line towards our thumbs. Hop, step, or jump to the top of the mat. Bring the big toes together. Inhale, halfway lift, collarbones forwards. Exhale, forward fold, soften the knees. Inhale, rolling up, hands high above the head. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive forwards, collarbones reaching over the toes. Hands towards the earth, stepping back, right and left, find that plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Lovely, guys. We're gonna take that right leg all the way up. Three-legged dog. Start to bend that right knee and open up that right hip into your scorpion. Feel the inner thigh lift. Shoulders stay square to the ground. Breathing 3, 2, 1. Those toes are gonna reach back behind you as you come into your wild thing. Right arm reaches all the way back, opening up the chest. Exhale, slowly lower that left bum cheek down to the ground. Finding that push into that right foot, lifting back up. Inhale. Exhale, right hand to the mat, right leg back into that three-legged dog. Lovely, guys. Knee to the chest, forwards into that plank position. Stepping the foot between the hands, left heel down into your warrior stance. Option here, right hand to the ankle, or if it's available, I want you to bring that right hand on the inside of that right ankle. Left arm peels open, lifting the chest, eye line to the thumb. Breathing 3, breathing 2, breathing 1, warrior 2, lift all the way up. Inhale, lift the front palm, exhale, reach. Inhale, reverse warrior, find that lift up and back. Elbow towards that front knee, left arm overhead into that side angle. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Right hand is going to reach towards the ground again. I want you to start to walk the fingertips to the top of the mat, shifting your weight into that right leg. Left leg starts to float off the ground into that half moon pose. Finding that control, finding that breath. Maybe your eye line lifts up towards those left fingertips. Finding that breath, finding that control in the body. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Lovely, guys. Feet together, forward fold, hang that head heavy. Bending the knees right and left, give the hips a little shake out. When you're ready, big toes to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, rolling up, hands high. Exhale, heart center. Inhale to lift. Exhale, swan dive, collarbones forwards, hands to the earth. Hop, step, jump back to your plank. Full chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Big toes to touch, left leg all the way up, finding that three-legged dog. Lovely, guys. Bend that left knee, open up that left hip and reach the toes behind you. Finding that hip stretch here for 3, for 2, for 1. Reach the left toes all the way back behind you into that wild thing. Hips lifting high, left arm reaching towards the top of the mat. Exhale, right bum cheek down towards the ground. Inhale to lift all the way back to the top. Left hand towards the mat, left toes towards the sky, three-legged dog. Lovely, knee to the chest as we step that left foot forwards into that nice big lunge. Right heel drops down into our warrior stance. Left hand either on the ankle or all the way to the ground as that right arm opens up the chest. Maybe you see if you can drop the hips. Eye line to the thumb as you breathe for 3, for 2, for 1. All the way up into that warrior 2. Flip the front, reach forwards. Inhale all the way up and back. Opening the chest here, lovely, guys. Exhale, left elbow to the left knee. Side angle as that right arm extends over the top. Breathing here for 3, for 2, for 1. Left hand is going to reach back down towards the ground, a little bit further in front of the toes. Shift the weight into that left leg and start to float that right leg off the ground. Opening all the way to the side. I want you to stack the shoulders one on top of the other. Maybe those toes just hover off the ground. Find what feels good. Find that control through the balance, through that coordination. Challenge, can you lift the eye line to the top palm? Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth for 3. For 2. For 1, feet together, forward fold all the way down. Give the hips a little shake. Release through the neck and the chest. Big toes to touch. Hands to shins, halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, bend the knees. Inhale, rolling up, hands high above the head. Exhale, hands heart center. Inhale, lift. Exhale, swan dive forwards, collarbones over the toes. Soften the knees, hands to the earth. Hop, step, jump back to your plank. Full chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Holding here, taking that little rock over the back of the toes. Side to side as you shake through the shoulders, through the chest. Lovely, guys. Coming back to center. Take a deep inhale, lift up. Exhale, roll all the way down through the spine. Tucking the toes as you shift back through your tabletop. Just moving however you need to right now. Get the spine, give the lower back a little shake out, a little release. And then when you're ready, slowly lifting the hips into that downward dog. Finding that chest pressing all the way back towards the shins for that final stretch here. Taking that deep inhale through the nose. And that big sigh through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more here. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Lovely, guys. Slowly release the knees down towards the ground. Untuck the toes and walk the hands towards the body. Slowly rolling through the spine as your head is the last thing to lift. Just give the head a little circle around one way and round the other to release the tension in the neck and the chest. And when you're ready, we're just going to swing the legs out in front of us, shifting towards the top of our mat, feet wider than our hips, sitting nice and tall on top of our sit bones. We're going to hold the front of our shins as we take a deep inhale to lift the spine and a slow exhale as we roll vertebrae by vertebrae all the way back into the ground. Hugging our knees nice and tight towards the chest as you allow the eyes to soften. And then gently circling the knees round as we start to massage through the pelvis and the lower back here. Allowing yourself to soften and ease into the earth. When you're ready, start to reverse that circle as well. If you feel comfortable, allow the eyes to soften close. And allow your body to gently relax into the ground now. We're going to take our happy baby, so bringing the hands on the inside of the feet. Allowing the knees to fall out to the side as you take that gentle rock from right to left. Gently allowing the hips to open. If this doesn't feel quite right or you don't feel comfortable taking this pose, just stay with those little circles of the hips. That's absolutely fine. If there's anything else that you need to do for your body today, just take this moment to find what it is. If there's something specific you need to stretch out, take that moment now. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into our Shavasana. So just extending the legs down to the bottom of the mat. Finding that comfortable position and allow yourself to soften into the earth. Allowing your palms to turn to face the sky. Allow your cheeks and your jaw to completely relax here. Be still and listen to your body. Be open in spirit and in self. Follow this gentle inhale and this gentle exhale. Allow your breath to pull you down into your body. Don't be afraid of this stillness. Open yourself to this force within you. Surrender your resistance and your wanting to close. It can be hard coming into this place of stillness and calm. In all of this kindness, we have become hard and distant, so not to face the vulnerability of our experiences. In all of our preciousness, we have left this feeling heart behind. We have forgotten to visit here, to create space and slow down. Connecting back to our body and our natural rhythms, in fear of being laid bare, susceptible to being seen, as we so beautifully and naturally are. Taking a deep inhale through the nose and a big sigh to exhale. Slowly, in your own time, rolling onto your right side, gently bringing the hands underneath the head as a gentle pillow. And then when you're ready, coming into a comfortable seated position just at the top of your mat. Maybe rolling the shoulders or shaking the head if that feels good. Slowly bringing the palms together, placing the thumb gently against the chest as you give the heart a little lift up. Bring the chin down towards the thumb. Namaste. Thank you, guys. Oh.
Thank you, Becky. It was super good.
You're welcome, lovely. I'll see you